And 2 people have died in New Zealand's largest city, Auckland, after torrential rain caused severe flooding. A state of emergency has been declared. People in Auckland in New Zealand are waking up to flood-damaged city after unprecedented rainfall left streets and homes swamped and forced many to evacuate their homes. At least 2 people have died and Auckland's mayor has declared a state of emergency for 7 days. It's unclear yet just how many locals have been displaced from their homes. Many international flights have been cancelled at Auckland Airport, with more than 2,000 people stranded inside the flooded building at its peak. Meteorologists in New Zealand say approximately an entire summer's worth of rain fell in just a few hours, and the deluge will continue for another 5 days. TVNZ reporter Logan Church has been covering this and says that the rain came unexpectedly hard and fast.
About 4:30, 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, that rain became torrential within minutes, flooding streets. Some of the areas we saw were up to my neck in floodwaters, with incredible pictures of residents having to swim through these floodwaters to leave their homes, or quite bravely swim back through them to rescue residents who are unable to leave on their own accord. You mentioned the Auckland airport earlier. That still remains essentially unusable at this stage. Flights aren't going in and out at the moment. They're hoping to change that later on today, weather permitting. Damage right across the international terminal in particular, with floodwaters throughout the chicken areas. Roads and streets right across Auckland became rivers very quickly last night, or lakes, and we saw countless cars submerged, some floating down what were only hours ago busy motorways. So a big job for emergency services, cleanup crews and Aucklanders as they wake up this morning.
And where are people being evacuated to, and do you have any idea of the numbers of people who have been displaced?
The short answer is we don't know exactly how many people have been evacuated, and that's just because of how big this weather event has been. We know emergency evacuation centres have been stood up right across the city. More have been stood up as we speak. Sadly, though, the police have confirmed at least 2 deaths on Auckland's North Shore. One person was found by a member of the public near a culvert, while another was found in a flooded car park. Police say they are also searching for another missing person. Search and rescue and police haven't been able to get everywhere yet, though. There are still submerged cars and houses that were flooded that haven't been reached by emergency services, so it's really too early to tell just how many people may have lost their lives in this quite serious emergency.
And what are the forecasters saying about the situation over the next few days in terms of more rain?
Well, we're going to get more of it. Overnight, they expected between 60 to 120 millimetres of rain. It looks like that has fallen. The rain, just looking outside now, is still falling. It's eased a bit, and it's expected to continue to ease, but sadly not stop. And that's going to prove a big challenge for those who are dealing with severe damage to their homes, to their vehicles, to their businesses. We've been out this morning, and we're seeing business owners start sweeping up the insides of their stores and trying to clear up this damage. So a big clean-up to go throughout the day.